Now, I'll explain what are the different processes which are involved in the implementation, right? So, ERP implementation, okay, typically starts from the process study. So, there is a very important thing. Process study means understanding the business requirements of the client. Why it is important? Because that will decide the direction or the tone of the implementation. This is the first step. Then the other important step is data migration. Now, data migration, no doubt it is critical in terms of let's say converting your existing data, but it's not as critical as the process study. Then, based on the process study, we generally go for a gap analysis, fitment kind of. Now, in that, what happens is we actually find out as to what are the practices or the processes that are followed in the client's organization, and we map it to the ones available in the ERP. Then we find out a gap. Now, after that, we actually kind of interact with the client. We guide them, and explain them the best practices of the industry, so that they are aware about industrial best practices for their domain also. And in case they have a very strict requirement for following their own process, we note that as a gap, and we provide solutions to make sure that their gaps are addressed before the ERP is launched, right? So this part is called the customization process, right? So there's a lot of development, and it's an iterative process, right? So we understand the requirement, we do the development, we show it to them, they test it, they give us feedback, and it goes on, right? So after this development or gap fitment is done, okay, the training is started. In fact, training, the generic training is started before that, in the process while that gap fitment is being addressed. So the training process is on, right? This is a very important thing. The training is a very important part, right? So in India, people are not yet very comfortable, especially in the tier 2 cities, about online trainings and all that. So they want some kind of a just for seriousness maybe, or they want on-site training and all that. And we insist that yes, we would like to deliver on-site as much as possible, even for clients which are not there locally. So when we take orders from maybe Mumbai or Delhi, or we offer them that we can go for on-site training and all that. Third aspect that we do after that is we plan for a go live. In this go live condition, practically what happens is that we do a fresh data migration. We take a cutoff date, and based on that date, we import all the data from your legacy systems or earlier whichever your current systems, and we import it into ERPNext. And since all the training and the gap fitment has been done, and based on that cutoff date, post that cutoff date, the entire system is rolled out onto the ERP. Now, this process could take as much as 3 to 6 months for a sizable manufacturing kind of firm. Why do I say 3 to 6 months? This factor is not just dependent on us. This is dependent on the client users also, because they have to be very responsive when we give a solution, right? When we make a fitment, when we make a customization, so they have to respond to us and inform us, yes, this entire thing is exactly as we want. The quicker they respond, the faster will be the implementation process, and that cycle can be reduced to 3 to 6 months. That is why that 3 to 6 month variation is there.